All right, guys. So here we are again. I say again because we already tried this once and we failed. Somebody called me and the whole video shut off. So now we're starting all over again.
All over again.
But here we are, raw, unfiltered, and ready to spit it to you guys. So I'm Liz, for those of you who might not know me. And this is...
I'm Eli, for those who don't know me, which is probably very few.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
So we're coming to you guys to talk to you about a very good topic. It is cohabitation before marriage. And before we get into all the juicy stuff, we are going to give you guys our stats on our polls that we put on our social media, because those were interesting. My question was, to all my people, would you rather live with someone before marriage, or would you rather wait till marriage to live with someone? So about 15 people voted they would live with someone before marriage, and about 12 people voted they would live with someone after marriage. And then your stats.
And my question was, what's most important when dating somebody? And the choices were connection and vibe and willingness. And 25 people chose connection and vibe, and 17 people chose willingness. And the next questions, same question, but different answers. The next one were understanding and looks, and 12 people chose looks, and I know y'all lying.
No, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Oh my God!
I know y'all lying. My wife begged me not to call y'all out. She begged me, so I'm not gonna do it. And 28 y'all chose understanding. So this will tie in later to how it relates to our experience and whatever.
Right. More his question than mine, because my question I really just asked so I could see where you guys stand, and so I don't feel bad about my opinion, because I just wanted to make sure there were people on my side. That's all. But anyways, with that being said,
there's nobody on your side.
Whatever. With that being said, my stance on this is I would live with someone before marriage. Here's why. I was always raised...
Wait, have you lived with people before?
Yes.
You have?
Seriously?
You didn't tell me that.
Stop.
We gotta reevaluate this. We gotta talk.
Stop.
We're gonna talk after this.
So, I'm gonna touch up a little bit on how I was raised, right? My mom was, she was never a single mom. She was always with someone, while, I don't even know where I'm getting at with that. But anyway, she was not a single mom. She
Okay.
always taught my sisters and I to
Excuse.
do the smart thing and to avoid whatever you can avoid before it happens, and to experience what you can before anything else, right? So I've always lived with that mentality. We were not churchgoers. We were no way any type of religion. We didn't practice religion at all. So what a lot of people might have looked up to when they were young in terms of the right way to live, I didn't have that. I just went by what my mom kind of instilled in us, which I thought made a lot of sense, because who doesn't want to avoid things if they can? Who doesn't want to experience something before actually tying themselves down for the rest of their lives? So I had a few relationships where I've lived with a person before getting married.
I didn't know that.
And he's lying. He knew about all of them, actually. And when I tell you these
They
relationships...
knew about me. Get that straight. They knew about
when
me.
I tell you... Can you let me talk?
I'm sorry.
When I tell you these relationships did not last at all. I mean, I think the longest cohabitation?
Tation.
Yeah. I've had was like 6 months, maybe, if that. But I feel like it was necessary for me, because I did not ever want to commit myself to any person who I thought was not worth it, not respectful, not what I thought they were gonna be, who didn't have all the qualities that I wanted them to have. And I felt like in order for me to figure that out from a person, and in order for me to learn that person in depth, was to live with them. So I was like, it makes sense. Why would I not live with this person before committing myself to this person so that I can actually see what they're really about? So I just, honestly, my mentality really just kind of, I don't even know how I would say it, but
Sorry.
I move over, Jesus.
Yeah, you like out the
Help
camera.
me.
Okay. Get him.
Oh, I was out the camera.
Get him, sis.
I was out the
Get
camera.
him, sis.
So I just really, I felt like it was important for me at the time to do that because I was super picky about who I liked. I had a whole bunch of expectations and standards for people, and none of the candidates that I lived with before getting married
Candidates, huh?
actually kind of succeeded in them, or lived up to them, I should say. And that was obviously my fault. But I thought that actually living with someone would really, really help me determine if they were the person for me. And in all reality, I think it probably hurt us more than anything else.
Why? Sorry if you don't mind me cutting you off past that. Why do you feel like that? Just kind of like to go into depth with it.
I feel like it hurt us more than anything else because it didn't really give us a chance to know each other, to get to know each other. It was kind of like jumping a whole step. And now that I actually have a clear mind and I think about it, and I just feel like you can't really jump that getting to know each other step because it's really, really detrimental to how you guys end up. So what happened was, instead of me actually taking my time and getting to know these people before living with them, I would just hop in the house. We would be living together, and I'm just legit trying to get to know this person and dealing with the fact that I have to live with them at the same time. So it's like, it was way too much. It kind of just led us to fail immediately type thing. So yeah, I can't say that that's still the way I feel and that's my mentality towards it right now or at this moment, because it's not. It took a lot of reflection and it took a lot of going back in time for me to actually understand why that wasn't the way to go and why I shouldn't have moved that way. But now it just makes total sense to me. So it's kind of like a baby when they miss the crawling stage. Doctors say they shouldn't miss the crawling stage because it just backs them up in some way, or it's necessary for their development to hit every stage, every milestone as they grow up for a reason. Well, I feel like this is kind of like that. When you're building a relationship, before you move in with someone, you have to hit all these stages that you guys have to go through. And one of them is getting to know each other before moving in with each other. And then you get to the nitty gritty once you do. But I'll stop right there. That's my stance. That's how I feel about it. I'll give it to this guy right here who has a lot to say, and I know he wants to just shove it in my face.
Nah, look at the top. You gave me like no time, but I'm about to rush it, like
right.
like Fast as we doing.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, obviously she just said that she she is for it, so we'll kind of talk like she is, and I do not. Well, disclaimer. This is just our opinion, okay? So we're not over here.
Ooh, we didn't say,
but we got it in right now. We got it in right now. This is just our opinion. We're not experts at this, and to each his own. You know, we have great examples in both aspects. People that lived together before, and people that that waited till marriage, and they're prosperous right now in their relationship, and so to each his own. Again, like I said, but with me personally, I don't think so. One being the reason is because I obviously I grew up in a Christian household. I am Christian. So that was just the I shouldn't say the, how can I say that, the foundation of it, right? But growing up, I started figuring out like people really want to live with their partners because one, they're dating wrong, right? So when I mean by dating wrong is because that's why I ask these questions. Personally, to me, right? So connection, vibe, willingness. To me, these things, like understanding and willingness, are two things that I look for in somebody to date you, that precedes me to to engage you and to marry you, because I feel like everything's founded on that. You know, connection, vibe, looks, and all that type of stuff. Yes, I understand that, but those are the things that attract me to you. But those are not the things that I value to make me date you. I'm attracted by your looks. You know, if we connect, we vibe, I'm attracted by that. Now I'm looking to see if you're willing or if you're understanding. When I say willing, the reason why I'm saying willing is because you're willing to do anything. You know, we both have a willing mindset. So when we get into this relationship, we're willing to do anything. We know that now, so we're dating. You know what I'm saying? So we're dating. I understand that, and we're lovely. We're getting over things together. You know what I'm saying? Little by little. So, and I feel like a lot of people date wrong. You know, like you can find out everything you need to know about somebody while in the dating stage. You know, respect. Do they respect their mom? Do they respect their family? Is there anybody in their family that not afraid of, but they respect, that they pay homage to, that can kind of have them in check? Let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, and I'm really being drastic. And my man punches you, or you can go to his dad and be like, hey, papi, this is what your son's doing, and his dad call him and put him in check? If he can't do that, then why do you think he's gonna respect you when the time comes? You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that you're looking for. You're looking for like, if we're arguing right now, are you willing to fix this? Do you have a willing mentality? If you have a willing mentality, then we're good. You know, then whatever comes like further on down the line, then we're straight. I don't need to live with you for that. Okay, living with somebody, what are you gonna tell me? Like, you have stinky feet? Like what? What does that tell me? That you talk a lot? I could learn. Like, what else? What, give me some things.
You're messy.
You're messy. Okay, that can be fixed.
Yeah.
Come on, give me some more. You know, I mean, whatever you got want to say. What is it? What is it? Oh, your character. You can learn your character by dating. Let's go family functions. Let's go to church. Let's see how you react in environments. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So these are things that you can really, all the things that you really like. All the, let's say, deal breakers.
All the deal breakers.
Deal breakers, but deal breakers are things that you learn to put in your life throughout your life as you went on. You know what I'm saying? And possibly things that are blocking your hindrance. Let's say you don't, I'm a deal breaker. Oh, you're messy. I live with you and I found out you're messy. I'm not, but he can be, his mentality might be like the thing that's going to catapult you guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if you date the right way, hey, not to say that, you know what I'm saying? Like there's an exception to everything. Okay. So I'm not an expert at this, but I'm saying personally, if you date the right way, then there's no need for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to live with somebody. I can find out everything I need to live with you. And I'm going to wrap up soon because he left me no time, like I said. But I think the most important part of this, though, the reason why you don't want to live with somebody is because you're giving it all away for free. That's just it. You're giving it all away for free. You're giving it all away for free. If you're a woman, you're doing wife duties, right? You're doing wife duties with a girlfriend title. It doesn't matter. You're doing same thing as a husband. You're protecting something that's not even yours. You know what I'm saying? You guys, so people think, oh yeah, we're going to get to know each other, whatever it is. Like, nah, in reality, you show the person what they can get in hopes that they're going to want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? You show them what you can do. That's the dating phase. You date the right way, but you're not giving it all away for free. You know what I'm saying? So, and I live with you right now. You cook, you clean, you give me the booty when I want. I'm not, why am I in a rush to marry you? We already married. Really?
But never getting married.
Yeah, I know.
Got it.
And think about it. And half of the people that live together, do you guys have a joint account right now? You guys live together. Do you have a joint account right now? Or you guys have separate accounts? Or you just pass it, like, you know what I'm saying, mine and his. But you live together though. You guys are living the married life. But you don't trust that person with your money. So you don't tell me when problems come, or we've been at it for like 4 or 5 years, when problems come, we got it. I understand you might have it, but that little simple aspect right there alone is, we're not one right there in our account, you know, and I'm living with you, like, and we're doing husband and wife things, like, how committed am I? Not to say, just bring to that, but just to simplify it.
One eternity later.
He got a lot to say.
No. I mean, I speak fast.
I
speak fast. No. I speak fast. Right? So, yeah. So at the end of the day, you're really losing, right? Because you're really doing all these things, the benefits of being married and all that type of stuff with somebody that could literally bounce right tomorrow if they wanted to. When things get tough, I know I'm not okay. You might think, and some people you do. You guys get through it, but when things really hit the fan, at the end of the day, when you don't have that mindset that, like, this is make it or die, you know what I'm saying? You might have that in a relationship, like, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we make it or die, but it's ride or die, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, getting married it's well, when you're married with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you have that mentality like this is do or die from the beginning. So once we're dating, I'm already do or die. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't have to live with you. I know you, and if once I know that you confirm that it's do or die, no matter what, we're both willing, we're both understanding, and we both respect each other, and that's literally what everything comes down to. Because somebody that's willing will change his ways. Not that you need to change, but somebody that's willing will change for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's understanding will understand when you fall. We are humans. Everybody falls. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Liz's not perfect. You're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that you're going to have to go through and fight. So I feel like if you date the right way, then there's no need to live with somebody. You get these confirmations in the beginning. And I'm just not taking it spiritually because I could take it to the Bible. Take me to church. But I ain't going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Honestly, because that's where it all started. So for me, and statistics also says against it. You might not believe so, but we wrote down some statistics that really like goes against it. So I don't know if you want to spit out yours and then.
Yeah. So 2 out of 3 marriages that 2 out of 3 relationships that are preceded before. Oh Jesus, I don't even know how I wrote this.
Are we gonna use this video?
Oh, okay. 2 out of 3.
We're not gonna use this video.
Yeah, we are.
What?
2 out of 3 that are preceded by living together and in marriage. So 2 out of 3.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then divorce, Brody. What's good with you, family? What?
Oops, I meant to say and then divorce. Stop. We are using this. It's okay.
Okay.
I don't remember warning you guys, but this is our first time doing this, so I don't care how stupid I might look right now. It's a work in progress. I promise it won't be like this every other video. Whatever. So 2 out of 3 that are preceded by living together and in divorce. And then 80% of couples living together before marriage either break up before getting married or only end up getting engaged. So that's some pretty deep stats right there, but I'll let him say his.
Okay, and out of all we just said, only 12% of couples who live together before marriage end up being married for more than 10 years. That means like
barely none.
Yeah, like 1 out of 10, 1 out of like 10. Literally, is that 10%? That's the closest I can get.
Gonna do all that
That's the closest I can get.
But...
Right? And also 50% of all marriages that people that live together before also ends up in divorce. So statistics goes against it. I personally go against it, and that's something that was big for me. I let you know from the jump, we ain't never lived together before we were married.
What else goes against it? Because I know you wanted to say it.
The Bible goes against it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That's the most important thing, honestly, for me.
I saw your lips.
But
to say
whatever.
That word.
All right, but I mean, I hope this sparks up like some good conversations. Like, and if you guys have anything to say back to us, if you have any suggestions or even thoughts and ideas that go against or with what we just said, just hit us up also on Instagram.
Yes, we are ready for the feedback. We want engagement on
definitely,
this.
Definitely.
We want engagement on all of our videos. So get used to seeing our faces because it's coming to you once a week.
I want to say one more thing.
What?
Your deal breakers. Fix your deal breakers because they could be blocking your blessing. So if you got too much deal breakers, that's why you gotta live with somebody to find out what those are. Then take them out the same way they got put in. Take them out your life and flourish and do what you gotta do. All right. All right.
Deal breakers, to be honest, now that I think about it, they shouldn't even exist.
Honestly, because it's just man-made stuff that you put.
That you can fix. It's all
negative mentality.
It's all the way you work around things.
Yes,
so there shouldn't be any deal breakers. But hey, that's how I think now. A few years ago, you didn't want to hear how I am.
Yeah.
What I would have thought about all
don't
this
tell
stuff.
Them. Yeah, please.
I'm not.
Please, hey, just let you know, when we first met, it wasn't happening. All right. it wasn't happening. I liked her. She had to go through all these processes, you know, willingness, understanding. Yeah, so.
Boy, oh boy, was I
live
brought
it.
through the wire with this kid.
Hey,
like,
but you changed me too, baby.
through the wire. Everything.
Yep. All right, well.
We gonna save that for
Thank you guys for tuning
future
in.
videos.
Thank you guys for tuning in. She's rambling. She's rambling, and we don't. And
All right.
Zena's not here. Can they say hi to Rafi?
Stop. Seriously?
Say hi, Raf. You can't see him, but that's my fish.
It's so corny.
All right, guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. See you guys next Friday.
Bye.